was like, I didn't know if it was Bmore or not. I was like, it was kind of close. I was like,
I don't give a fuck.
Nigga, fuck it, man. Shit, it is what it is.
Man, I saw them.
Yeah, I feel like there's people out there that are gonna lose a little respect for Nikki, and she was already kind of falling off, and so I feel like there's gonna be people out there that don't quite look at her the same way. So
Okay.
I can't.
So yes, she's a 600 million. Oh, not 600 million, but whatever she got. What is
She
it?
got millions. She
100
got
million or something like
According to
that.
Remy, her money touches about 5 people's
Right,
head.
before it even gets to you.
True that.
According to Remy.
But I think that, I mean, as an artist, you want everyone to love you as much as possible, right?
Yeah.
And I think that she lost a little bit of love off
Especially if you come in
the
on some
back of this
hip-hop
right
shit.
now.
You came in on some hip-hop shit.
I
How
think
you not gonna do it?
if you a fan and you flip, you petty for one.
Yeah.
You petty. And I know that's how it does and whatever. And I just kind of feel like with Remy, I'm not like a 100% Remy my fan. I do think she can spit.
Yeah.
I'm going to give her that off top. Like, that shit was dope. Lyrically, I'm like, oh shit, she murdered it or whatever else. But I just think that, like, she can't come out with hits like Nicki does or whatever else. Just comparing the two. So Stardom, no, she'll never be as big as Nicki. She just won't. Like, her personality, the whole nine, like she's older, it should never be as big as Nicki, but this battle,
That's because she's hip hop.
Yeah,
But hey,
no, you can't see, you can't do that
But 50
either.
Cent wasn't as big as Ja Rule.
Hip hop, like they
when he
still
went
from
at
Brooklyn, like
She's from Bronx.
Brooklyn. They're from New York.
Queens.
They're from New York.
New York.
The only person that,
Mecca.
the only
Big city
person
of
that came
dreams.
from
She
Brooklyn
said this
was
hip hop.
Foxy.
Like, okay, let's go to hip hop then.
Hip hop? No, of course. 'Cause you gotta think. Look at how Nicki came in. She came in hip hop slowly, realized that she wasn't getting as much traction as she could get, and she flip switched to pop. When she dropped, what was that, Starships or some bullshit, whatever the fuck it was. When she dropped that, I absolutely hate that song. Like that song was. I wanted to fight her when that shit dropped. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like you can't come in here bars, and then Starships are meant to fly. What the fuck is this shit? So when she did that automatically put her in a whole nother category. That's why I said if Remy was to do pop shit,
truthfully,
not all of them.
I mean,
I think if Remy had the chance at this point right now to get all of it and do it,
I mean, she want that. I mean, everybody want that bread. Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because she's been out for 2. Okay, Remy been out for 2 years now, right?
She took a year to get back acclimated with society. Like,
but listen,
hey, she
2
had
years
a
out,
black
right?
love
Right, she had
going on.
They
had a lot of making up to do.
I ain't worried about y'all niggas. I'll get to y'all in a minute. I'm trying to, make up for lost time.
They had a lot to catch up on.
But I'm thinking if she came out the gate, if she wanted to have that kind of like, that's what she wants to go for hits, that she would have hooked up with the pop niggas like real quick. She would have reached out to a Nick Jonas or Ariana Grande.
But the thing about it,
because people do that.
But an 8-year bid and holler man, she gonna be with Nick Jonas.
No, I'm saying if that's what she wanted to do.
That's not.
No, I'm saying if that's what she got to
know, bro.
But you got to think she had one of the biggest records in all the way up. I mean, but I'm talking about as soon as she got out. Wasn't that a number one?
She was with Fat Joe, y'all. She's not by herself.
I mean, it's not by herself, but I'm saying she was a part of that huge record. Like you got to, so she got that success.
And her verse did hold his own on that.
I was like, can we keep it 5 years?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think her verse goes. Her verse goes hard.
It might actually been the best verse on the track.
Remy be bodying Joe on some tracks, even on the album. She be coming through. Like Joe's just there for the flavor. We don't really need like Joe's cool. I love Joe.
But if you listen to the album,
listen to the album. Remy goes hard on.
Well, when she comes out with this new one, we're gonna determine it and see what's popping.
Yeah.
And then go from it. But how do you feel about this guy Ben Carson?
I don't.
Hey, I got a story.
Bmore. That's why we brought you on our show, man.
I got a personal story about Ben Carson, man. So I'm from Baltimore. Everybody. Well, actually, everyone doesn't know.
No, they don't.
So the funny thing is,
on this show.
The funny thing is, people. There's something. So my first name's Brandon.
Okay.
All right. So
would you like a water?
He just gave me a water.
Since I stole you.
Yeah, I appreciate it. So the funny thing is that people out there really think that my name is Brandon Moore. And so and that's not my name. People call me Bmore because I'm from Baltimore.
Oh, okay.
But I've been in the city for a minute now, so Louisville's definitely my home as well. But anyway, so back to my story, Ben Carson. So I grew up in Baltimore. Ben Carson is from Baltimore, or at least worked at Johns Hopkins, which is the main hospital in Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? So he's like a legend in Baltimore. So Baltimore's predominantly black, so we did dope things in elementary school, middle school, and so we went on like a tour of like the hospital, and it was his book Gifted Hands was required reading. Damn, like in the Baltimore City public schools. You know what I'm saying? And so like Ben Carson was our hero. You know what I'm saying? So when this whole shit, with him, one running as a Republican, right?
Right.
And then two, ended up jumping on Trump's ship. That hurt my heart. You know what I mean? It really hurt my heart. And I talked to, people back in Baltimore feel the same way. Like, everybody feel that way. You know what I mean?
So they just looking like, what the fuck?
Yeah, everybody's like, what the fuck? Like, this is one of our childhood heroes. Like, we had to read his book, you know what I mean? And watch his movie and everything. And this man is
causes immigrants.
Yeah, and now we trying to trade him to the other team.
He worked for less.
I mean, and he went back on it like twice. I think he got on Twitter and
was like, was backstabbing like a motherfucker.
What I mean, slaves can be immigrants too. I'm sorry. Let me slaves and immigrants are two different things.
But if you listen to the audio, like, this nigga's voice is like, I can't stand his voice, but dude was like talking like he's about to drop some gems. He was waiting for somebody to clap.
So you being
it's bizarre, yo. Yeah, I think he's like brainwashed or something.
He is.
Like,
let's get out, bro.
For real, like, let's get out, like, or what's the
sunken place?
What's the what was that one movie? He's really, it's weird, man. I don't know. It don't seem like himself, but I guess it's really him.
So with him being from Bmore, okay, with him being from Bmore, you being from Bmore, you know what I'm saying? You required to read his book and stuff. Do you feel like that he's qualified for his position?
Oh, hell no.
No, fuck.
Ben Carson's a smart man. I mean,
he's like a, what is it, neurosurgeon?
Medically. Yeah. Politically, I don't know. But how you gonna be, had they put him in, I don't know, director of health or something, then sure, that would have made sense, right? But he's a director of housing, and he's never had anything to do with housing whatsoever. But that seems to be Trump's thing. Like, he promised he would come and shake it up, but and everybody's like, yeah, shake it up, right? But shaking up and doing shit that just don't make sense are two different things. You know what I'm saying? And so putting a lady in front of, the director of education who's never been involved in education at all, putting Ben Carson in front of, housing, who's never had anything to do with housing ever, you know what I mean? Putting somebody in front of health who's never had anything to do with health. It just don't make no fucking sense.
I think we should see what these people own. Like, I don't know, like randomly, like, because if it's that and Donald Trump's like all about business, not to make the show about Trump, we're gonna move on. You know what I'm saying? But see what like these people own, and if there's any correlation to like what the fuck, like
what medication they taking or something.
No,
like literally own, because I'm thinking
they could be on that
coke.
too. Yeah,
they playing with their nose.
But like, what they money and where they money at. You know what I'm saying, or whatever else, just to see if there's any correlation with just like, damn, okay, that's why they making that move, because such and such has.
But that's been exposed for Betsy DeVoe. Like, the reason why her shit got pushed through is because it came out that most of the people she had either gotten money for a foundation or vice versa. Either way, some money was exchanged. So it's basically like, I bought your vote. Yeah. So you got to vote for me because, whatever you did for me, I did for you.
Scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Basically.
This whole thing's like out the movies or something, man. It's bizarre, like, And
the fact that he thinks Obama, like, wiretapped is just like...
It's like, it's funny, but it's...
It is, but it's funny.
But it ain't. You know what I mean? Like, this is our lives. These are people around us, our lives. Like, this really can affect us. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
so
this shit's nuts.
Have you seen, since this is a big movie, have you seen The Get Out?
Seen it Saturday.
Get Out.
I know. I said The Get Out.
You seen The Get Out? You sound like somebody.
It's every time I say it, I feel like I say it wrong though. I don't know how to get out.
The Get Out too.
Like,
Get Out.
You know why I'm
it's
doing
Get Out, right? I always say like, I went and saw Get Out. Like,
here lately, Jadena's. I know we'll go to that too. Back to Bambi, he killed it. But he has a song called The Let Out. It's been in my head. I've been playing it for so long.
That album is fire.
That album's crazy.
Yeah, we can get to that.
White Niggas was dope.
Yeah, and I think. Well, fuck it. Let's talk about it right now.
We'll get back to The Get Out.
We'll get back to the Get Out.
The Get Out.
Get Out.
Just
but no, I think it was either the last one I was like listening to it. I only gave it a once over because I was at work. And you know how you are sometimes, man. Depending on where you are and you listen to an album, it's just totally different when you go like in your car or you go for a ride.
It connects better with the
It
ride.
does. And I think me and Red was talking. I was like, man, it's alright. And she was like, man, fuck you. The production is dope. Whatever. She didn't.
I didn't say fuck you. That's
what is that?
Huh? Candy. Want some candy?
I thought she was pulled it out of nowhere.
I know, but no. She was like,
oh, it is what I thought it was. Okay. Yeah, like the way you pulled it out of nowhere, I was like, there's got to be something else.
What is that? It's okay.
Talking about the album or whatever else, and was like, it's dope. You know what I'm saying? So I gave it another listen. I was like, man, this shit is
Production's crazy.
Production's dope.
Yo,
I gotta get on that.
He's like, I don't know.
I was thoroughly surprised, man, because it dropped the same week as Future and
Remy
something else. And it was a Plato. Yeah, Plato Plumber. Yeah, so it dropped that same week, and so I was like, I mean, this joint is fire. I didn't even know we had it like that. I didn't know we had bars like that. I mean, we had Classic Man, right? But that was never on an album.
No,
right? I mean, this is his debut album, which tripped me out because I was like, damn, I need to go back and listen to his first album, and then I realized there was no first album. Like he wrote off a Classic Man that whole time.
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
so I was like, I mean, it's just the perfect mixture of everything. Like, dude can spit. The tracks are fire. It's a good, like, it's got a little Caribbean feel to it, / hip hop feel. Like he's singing and rapping. I thought it's a dope album. I've been telling everybody, check it out.
Man,
Janetta's dope. Okay, back to the Get Out.
As
Zeke calls it.
Get Out. The Get Out. Yeah, I think I keep, because what's the is that the same name as the Netflix show?
Well, that's the Get Down.
The Get Down. See, I keep saying the Get Out like it's the Get Down though, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's
the Get Down come back April.
Get Out.
Yeah, literally.
Get Out. That movie was dope.
Bro. I thought the movie was stupid dope. I'm thinking like when the dude was.
Are we? Should we like give a disclaimer or something that we about to spoil?
If you ain't seen
spoiler alert.
Seen it by now, you're late. Don't even worry about it. It's been out like 2 weeks,
right, so
and everybody's been going to
Spoiler alert. Sorry,
Sorry, everybody.
Sorry.
It was dope ass movie, dude. Like, I mean, just all the I want to see it one more time so I can really like watch it like scene for scene and kind of break down the subliminal parts of it. Like, there's just a lot of and the crazy thing to me is that fucking Jordan Peele wrote it.
That's the trip me out.
That's the craziest thing for him to come from that comedic mind, and you can still kind of see the comedy within it. Man, it still had little sprinkles into it, but I was like, damn, Jordan Peele, like, you're a fucking incredible writer, dude.
God. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, it's candy.
Red in between the show gave us some candy. We shouldn't have any candy while we're talking on the microphones, but this is some good candy.
This is good candy.
So back
for a couple different reasons,
but
I won't tell you.
Him when he was, I think I forgot what podcast. No, he was on Comeback Jack, or whatever. The director of Get Out. And he was just talking about has like some comedic relief in the movie, which the dude was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Hannibal Buress.
What's his name?
No, it's not Hannibal.
That's not Hannibal Buress. No. His name
Kevin Hart's dude.
Yeah, it's Kevin Hart's dude.
Yeah.
Somebody just told me yesterday was watching his stand up and said it was absolutely hilarious too.
Yeah, dude's
man, I can't think
some shit.
Lil Rel.
Is it Lil Rel?
He was like, bro, I think they own some
slave shit.
Like a real nigga.
And we was just like, damn. But so it just made me, because like when I see their show Key
and Peele. Yeah.
I didn't like it after a while. I was just kind of like, this is cool.
It lost his flair after a while.
That first season was dope.
So for him to make his movie and what it be and all those, a little bit of Key and Peele in it, you know what I'm saying, with him and the comic relief, but also the I don't know what you call him. You know how like he was like you play golf? Oh, like Tiger Woods. You know
right.
Or the lady was like, grabbed his arm and was like,
"You're strong.
You're strong." Mm-hmm. I'm like, whatever
what the
else.
Fuck is this?
And it was random, and I didn't think they was gonna get to like them actually auctioning.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
I got all them vibes. You talking about when they was sizing him up and huge? I was like, some shit back there.
That shit was dope.
But what do you think the hidden,
brainwash? That movie about Kanye.
Wow,
you seen the meme, right? Yeah.
The movie's about Kanye.
I was surprised Jordan Peele directed that joint too. Like, for a horror movie to be also like, for a horror movie to be about race is dope, and then not only to be about race but be like to have like a conscious theme, like, you know what I'm saying, like that's even doper, and then to somehow figure out how to add comedy to it and not fuck it up, like that's just genius, right?
Like when you break it down, bro. When I went on the $2 thing, because I ain't saying I'm cheap, but I like going on the $2. It's cheap. But fat as hell in there.
Everybody had the same thought.
Hold on, when is $2?
On Tuesdays.
That's $5
Tuesdays.
You paid $2? Shit, I need to get $2. You know some hustle I don't know about. Hold on, let me get on.
$2, nigga, nothing.
Hey, the way they be charging for the food in there, man, I feel like, whatever hustle you get on.